Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another video episode on the Forgotten Weapons Library. We have a much smaller book than normal today. We have a copy of Rifles of the Snow by Doug Bowser and Powers Dunaway. This is the first version of this book. Bowser published a slightly larger updated version called Rifles of the White Death in 1998, which supersedes this a bit. But this is the one I have a copy of, so this is what we're going to take a look at today. This is a collector's guide to Finnish military rifles, 1918 to 1944. This covers pretty much all the Finnish Mosin Nagants that you would expect to ever be able to find. It's a thin book. It's a real handy collector's guide. It covers all the pertinent information. May not have the depth of history of a real heavy volume tome, but it's a very practical beginning for someone who is interested in getting into Finnish rifles. And why wouldn't you want to? The Finns did some really cool stuff with Mosin Nagants. They're relatively scarce guns, but the prices are kind of held down by the overall glut of Mosin Nagants on the market, and eventually prices are probably going to go up. People are going to realize that these Finnish rifles really should command a premium because they're good guns, they're fairly rare guns, and they're very interesting. So let's take a closer look inside here and see what you'd be getting. All right, this is another one of my books that's kind of seen some worse wear. We're going to start out here. I have a section on the comparative rarity of Finnish rifles compared to, say, some of the other Mosin Nagants that were made, which just really brings home the point that these Finnish guns are oddball, or just really brings home the point that these Finnish guns are unusual and not available in very large numbers. And sooner or later, people are going to realize that, and their values are going to go up. Just a typical section. This is on the 1927 short rifle. So, a bit of a description, a couple sketches of different variants of it. And moving on to other chapters, other types of rifles. These are, of course, short chapters. This is a short introductory type book. The most common of the Finnish rifles, of course, is the M39. There's a bit more on that, the different manufacturers, different barrel markings, etc. So moving on, there's a chapter on Mosin Nagant markings in general. The Finns, of course, used captured guns from Russia, so you can find any and all types of origin of Mosin Nagants in Finnish captured guns. So this goes through a lot of the different markings that you can and will find. There's a brief chapter at the end on bayonets, fairly rare item, Finnish bayonets, and that's about it. All right, so there you go, kind of a basic collector's introduction to the Finnish Mosin Nagant. Unfortunately, this is thoroughly out of print. Best I can tell, its follow-up, Rifles of the White Death, is also out of print. They're both unavailable on Amazon. I wasn't able to find any good stocking sources for them. So this is just something you're going to have to keep an eye out for on classified ads or eBay or on gun show tables. When you find a copy, because it is a little thin paperback, stapled volume, it shouldn't be more than a couple dollars. And you should definitely grab a copy. It's a very good addition to anyone's working library on collectible rifles. So good luck finding one. Hope you can, and hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys.